The story of the invention of chess is shrouded in legend and history, with its origins often attributed to ancient India. One of the most popular legends involves an Indian sage named Sissa ben Dahir and a king named Shihram. Here's how the story goes. The legend of Sissa ben Dahir. Long ago, in a kingdom in ancient India, King Shihram ruled over his people. The king was a wise and powerful ruler but was also known for his arrogance. One day, he lamented that his kingdom had become so prosperous and peaceful that he had nothing to challenge his intellect or excite his interest. A wise sage named Sissa ben Dahir came forward with a proposal. He presented the king with a new game he had invented, a game that simulated a battle between two armies, complete with soldiers, cavalry, elephants, chariots, and a king and his vizier, advisor. This game, which Sissa called chaturanga, was designed to be both challenging and instructive, teaching the principles of strategy, tactics, and foresight. King Shihram was intrigued and quickly became captivated by the game. As he played, he realized that the game required careful planning and consideration, much like the real battles and governance of his kingdom. He appreciated the lesson in humility and strategy that the game provided. Impressed by the sage's invention, King Shihram offered Sissa ben Dahir a reward of his choosing. Sissa, however, made a seemingly modest request. He asked for grains of rice to be placed on the chessboard in a particular manner. He asked for 1 grain of rice on the first square, 2 grains on the second square, 4 grains on the third square, and so on, doubling the number of grains on each subsequent square until all 64 squares were filled. The king, amused by what he thought was a trivial request, agreed immediately. However, as his mathematicians began to calculate the total amount of rice required, they realized the enormity of Sissa's request. The total number of grains of rice required was 18,744,743,709,551,615, a number far greater than all the rice in the kingdom and, in fact, more than all the rice in the world. King Shihram was astonished by the sage's wisdom and the power of exponential growth. He understood the deeper lesson Sissa had imparted. Even something that seems small and insignificant at first can grow beyond comprehension with time and patience. Historical perspective. While the legend of Sissa ben Dahir is a popular tale, historians believe that chess likely evolved from earlier games played in India, such as chaturanga, around the 6th century CE. Chaturanga was a 4-player game that included infantry, cavalry, elephants, and chariots, which later became the pawn, knight, bishop, and rook in modern chess. The game spread to Persia, where it became known as shatranj, and from there to the Islamic world, eventually reaching Europe. Over the centuries, the rules and pieces of the game evolved into the form we recognize today as chess. Chess's journey from its origins to its modern form is a testament to its enduring appeal and the universal fascination with strategy and intellectual challenge.